She gave me $1. She told me.
Okay, hey everybody, make sure to stay to the end of this video. I'm going to give you one great pointer that you should do before sending your kid to camp. So anyway, welcome to Summer Camp Tips. I'm glad you stopped by again. Today I'm making a short video about drug testing at summer camps. Call the camp and ask them how they do drug testing. With cannabis become legal across the nation now, this is a very important question to ask. So give them a call up and ask them if they drug test their staff. Also ask if the staff is allowed to have alcohol on camp so they can drink it when the kids aren't at camp. So that way it gives you a good idea if there's somewhere on camp there's some alcohol sitting someplace that hopefully nobody would get their hands on. But here's why it's so important that you should call and ask the camp about drug testing. I worked for quite a few years at an outdoor education center, and their policy for drug testing was extremely flawed. What they would do is they would hire you, and before you could start work, you would have to go and get a drug test, and you'd have to pass it. So everybody would quit using their cannabis. They would go get their drug test. After the drug test was done, they would start smoking their cannabis again, because the camp never would take them in for a second drug screen or anything. And here was the biggest problem with that. After you got hired into this outdoor education center and you passed your drug test the very first time, you were never tested ever again. So if you worked there 5 years, you would have one drug test when you started working there and not have another one. So what would happen is certain staff, after they passed their drug test, they would start smoking their cannabis again, and there was no reason for them to ever stop, because they know every year when they went back, they would be never tested again. And think about that. Do you want somebody belaying your child on a high ropes course or whatever the case may be under the influence of cannabis or some other kind of drug? Not necessarily cannabis. It could be any kind of illicit drugs, because they're never tested again. So anyway, please call, ask the camp that question. Thanks for stopping by. It's the middle of February. The Super Bowl is over, and it's time to start getting ready for camp. Thanks.